I'm Stuart McIntosh with the BBC News. Hello. Turkey has announced a deal which will allow Ukraine to resume exports of grain through the Black Sea. It's expected to be signed on Friday in Istanbul by Ukraine, Russia, Turkey and the UN. Our World Affairs correspondent, Orla Guerin, is there.
Russia will have to undertake not to carry out attacks on Ukrainian ports while shipments are in transit. Ukraine will provide vessels that will escort cargo ships through waters that are currently mined. And all of this will be monitored by Turkey. There will be a coordination centre set up here in Istanbul, and Turkey will be involved in inspecting these vessels as they pass through what should be a safe maritime corridor through the Black Sea.
6 soldiers who defected from the army in Myanmar have admitted carrying out gross human rights abuses on the orders of the military. Speaking to the BBC, the soldiers described killing and raping civilians and burning villages to the ground. One said he was ordered to kill and torture people hiding in a monastery 2 months ago. Security forces in Sri Lanka have raided the main anti-government protest camp in the capital, Colombo. Heavily armed troops in riot gear tore down tents outside the presidential offices and pushed the protesters behind a barricade. On Thursday, Ranil Wickremesinghe was sworn in as president with a promise to unite Sri Lanka. Our correspondent, Anbarasan Etirajan, was at the site when soldiers started clearing the area.
Dozens of security forces have now entered this protest village, and now they are clearing all the tents. These tents were put up months ago by these protesters. Now the protest movement, the leaders, they've gone to the other side, and there is a tense situation here where the soldiers are now taking out all these tents and even telling media not to take any pictures. And the protesters were worried that this might happen very soon after President Ranil Wickremesinghe took over.
Police in Brazil say 18 people have been killed during a raid against a criminal gang that controls one of Rio de Janeiro's most violent shantytowns. 400 heavily armed military police were deployed in the narrow streets of the Alamão favela in the early hours of Thursday, as our Americas editor Leonardo Rocha reports.
The operation lasted all day and left thousands trapped in their homes, unable to go to work and fearing for their lives. Officials in Rio say 16 of the dead were suspected criminals. The others were a police officer and an innocent woman who was reportedly hit by a police bullet. Human rights groups in Brazil are highly critical of police operations in overcrowded, low-income communities, saying they put the lives of residents at risk without really curbing the power of the gangs.
You're listening to the World News from the BBC. The authorities in Nigeria say gunmen in the northwestern state of Katsina have killed 17 people, including 5 policemen, in separate attacks. About 300 armed men on motorbikes targeted a police post on Wednesday, shooting the officers dead. They also killed at least 3 people in a nearby village. The Syrian Defense Ministry says an Israeli airstrike near the capital Damascus has killed 3 soldiers. 7 others were wounded. The statement said Syrian air defences intercepted missiles launched from the Golan Heights. Explosions were heard in Damascus. The White House says President Biden, who's tested positive for COVID-19, is experiencing very mild symptoms. It said Mr. Biden was being treated with the antiviral medicine Paxlovid. From Washington, here's Barbara Pletasher.
President Biden is in a high-risk category because of his age. He's 79, but he is fully vaccinated and twice boosted. White House officials said that greatly decreased his chances of serious illness, as did an antiviral medication with which he's being treated. They said that he was experiencing fatigue, a runny nose, and the occasional dry cough, and that they expected his symptoms to remain mild. The White House tweeted a photo of him sitting at his desk and smiling, and promised to update information on his condition daily.
Health officials in the United States have confirmed the country's first case of polio in nearly a decade. New York's health department said a person in Rockland County, about 50 kilometres north of New York City, had tested positive for the virus. Officials said testing indicated that the patient may have been infected by someone who'd taken an oral polio vaccine in another country. Astronomers have developed a telescope capable of detecting some of the most powerful star collisions in the universe. It's perched on a mountain in the Spanish Canary Islands and can identify when 2 dead suns crash into each other. BBC News.